In this short video, we're going to look at floor coatings. So whether it's a standard floor paint like this one or an anti-slip. And now they can both be used on wood, metal and concrete floors. Now with any of these surfaces, the preparation of them is key. So making sure that they're grease-free, contaminant-free and also dust-free as much as possible. So giving them a good wash down, giving them a good vacuum, just to ensure all of the contaminants and any bits and bobs that might be on the surface are removed. Then allow them to fully dry. Now once they're fully dry, you need to actually put a first coat on of either of these two products, thinned down sort of 1 part white spirit with 10 parts paint. That means it's thin enough to soak into the different surfaces, allowing either of these two to be chosen as 2 finishing coats over the top. So you can put anti-slip onto walkways, onto steps and also onto sort of ramped areas to secure that you've actually got some footage on a surface. Whereas the floor paint itself can be used on virtually any internal surface with light foot traffic. The floor paint is available in around about 160 colours, whereas the anti-slip is available in around 6. So once you've prepared the surface and you've chosen which ones to use, make sure you thoroughly stir the product before use. Now, more importantly, when it comes to the textured floor paint, ensure that you stir constantly throughout its application. So if you've decanted it into a roller tray or a paint scuttle, just make sure that you stir it thoroughly as you're applying it at the same time. It just means that you more evenly distribute the aggregate across the surface so it doesn't clump up on different areas when you start to apply it. So the application side of it is just make sure that you use a good quality brush to apply the cutting in, and then once you've cut in, preferably while that's still wet, then roll the coating onto the surface using a medium file roller. Now the trick is to actually apply it a bit like you would a wall, so you're cutting in and then roll. Try not to pour the paint onto the surface and move it around, because what that will happen is it will cause sort of floods in different areas should the floor not be particularly level, and you'll get areas where it's a bit thicker in one place and thinner in others. So it's always best to try and roll as much as possible rather than actually pouring on the surface. So overall, good preparation, removing dust and any contaminants, thin down your first coat, 1 to 10, and then apply 2 full coats of whichever product you actually choose using good quality brush and good quality rollers.